Jumbl 22MP high-resolution 35mm negative film and slide scanner W/2.4 color LCD, no computer or software required to operate, TV out cable included. Converts 35mm negatives and slides to 14-megapixel digital images. Built-in software interpolation can improve quality to 22 megapixels. Stand-Alonec one-button operation, no computer/software required. Saves scans to internal memory or optional SD/SDHC memory card. Video out for TV connection, cable included, Mac and PC compatible. Have any old 35mm films or slides? Here's the perfect device to help you easily organize and externalize them. This Jumbl scanner sports a powerful 14-megapixel sensor that reads every detail contained in your films and slides. You can choose between the standard 14-megapixel scank or enable the built-in software interpolation, which applies some image magic and ups the quality to an astonishing 22 megapixels. At the touch of a button, the Jumbl image digitizer will scan and convert your old memories into sharp, vibrant digital images in JPEG format. These can then be viewed on your computer or other device or printed out as regular photos. With our film and slide scanner, all you need to convert your images are included in the box. There is no need for a computer connection to operate the Jumbl scanner. It scans and converts images on its own, making it a very portable, accessible solution for digitizing films and slides. Scanning is also very easy and straightforward. Simply load the film or slide onto the negatives or positives holder respectively. Follow the included instructions to slide the holder into place and press the scan button when ready. Snap! Your image has been converted and saved to the internal memory or an optional SD card. Once scanning is complete, the built-in 2.4-inch color LCD screen will display your digitized image. A clever piece of software allows you to flip the scanned image around by pressing a few buttons. This helps compensate for user error during scanning and also adds some flexibility with image conversion. In addition, you can also adjust scanning resolution, brightness and coloration in the easy-to-navigate capture menu. In the box you'll find 1x digital scanner, 1x USB cable, 1x negatives, film holder, 1x positives, slide holder, 1x AC/DC adapter, 1x cleaning brush, 1x TV cable, 1x user manual. For converting snapshots taken on 35mm film or slide disc, this scanner is super nice. Trying to do anything beyond snapshot scanning is asking too much. The good news for the average family with a box full of snapshot negatives, this is simple to use, incredibly fast and produces good middle-of-the-road pictures. If your intent is to post these pictures on the internet, share them by email or print them in 4x6, then this is absolutely the scanner you want. It is amazing how fast it scans. Loading a strip of negatives is reasonably quick, and it produces decent pictures. On the other hand, if you are trying to do anything beyond snapshots, this scanner is not a good choice. I had an incredible amount of trouble with dust and fibers inside the unit. Color balance was extremely difficult to get right for any image that wasn't average. The auto exposure/color balance setting in the scanner is looking mostly for people or landscapes to get the correct exposure/color balance. If a scene has a lot of one color or is outside average, the scanner does a terrible job with color balance and exposure. I had to work really hard to get a series of pictures balanced anywhere near correct with Photoshop. This is not the tool to use for archiving negatives. If your intent is to archive valuable family picturesque, then investing more money in a flatbed scanner is really the right way to go. The scanner is essentially a point-and-shoot camera pointed toward a white light LED panel. Having taken the scanner apart, the capture device is not a simple cell phone camera, it has a larger sensor and a reasonable lens. There were some annoyances with the unit. The buttons have a cheap feel and make a clicky plastic noise when pressed. After working with this for about an hour, I cringed every time I pressed a button. The preview screen has a narrow angle of view. If you use the scanner seated at a table, you'll need to tip the scanner up about 20 degrees to evaluate the image before it is scanned. The negative and slide tray have a lot of play in the machine. It is difficult to get an image in the scanner exactly square. If you want a true full-frame scan, small rotation in Photoshop will be required. Loading a strip of negatives into the holder is a bit tricky. The holder assumes your negatives have perfect register. There are black bars for each frame that are aligned with sprocket pins. You have to push the film down onto those pins and hope that your camera aligned perfectly with that register. Those bars actually crop a little bit of the frame. Those sprocket pins also prevent you from scanning anything but full frame 35mm. It will not work with APS or 124 films. Both are the same width film but have different frame sizes. In a flatbed scanner, there is no need to mess with catching sprocket holes or aligning to a fixed set of bars. Slides are much easier to load. Leave the slides mounted and drop them into each compartment. There is a menu to adjust exposure level and color correction. They are super coarse adjustments and go way too far. 1/2 step of the exposure level is the equivalent of a full stop of exposure change, hardly useful. The color corrections are almost as bad. It is really difficult to remove a color cast. Those adjustments should be fine changing tonic, not primary heavy color casts. When I considered the price point, I would really rather save my money and purchase an honest-to-goodness film scanner. My approach is to archive my images, and this scanner just doesn't do that job. I did darkroom work for many years and I just can't bear to see images full of dust spots. For somebody looking to get a bunch of family pictures scanned and put them on the internet, this can't be beat. I was provided a review sample.